Morning folks, Charlie Lamble here from Seapond Tire and Rims on Industrial Avenue, Ottawa. I'm at home off work. I'm not doing car audio right now. It's not really an essential service. So I'm putting my fabrication tools to use to develop and produce as many face shields as I can make to donate to the hospitals and our frontline workers that desperately need them. Please check out my other videos on Starter Whiz on YouTube and see how we're doing those. But this one here this morning is for you folks that just need a personal protection device for your own safety, and those are the people you come in contact with. Health Canada right now is suggesting that everybody wear a mask. A lot of people are making masks out of towels and rags and socks. Anything that stops you spreading the disease to somebody else will help. COVID-19 doesn't kill people. People with COVID-19 kill people. So please wear a mask, be protected. Do not spread this virus around as much as possible. Keep it to yourself and we'll save some lives. So with a simple cloth mask, it's not an N95, you're not as safe as you should be, but you're safer. So let's make that even better. And we're going to make, out of a Pepsi bottle and a transparency sheet that you can get at Staples or any stationer, for about $1 a piece. I bought a package for $21 that has 25 of these in it. And a Pepsi bottle, and that's all you need to get your face covered and protected from a lot of airborne particles that you might come in contact with. Help to keep your homemade mask cleaner and keep you and everybody around you safer. And this is really simple. It costs you $1. You should have one. You take a Pepsi bottle. We're going to get rid of the label. You can use any pop bottle or piece of plastic that has a fairly long flat section to it. We're going to start by making a hole. I'm going to do this really fast. I suggest you take your time for the video. I'm going to do it as quick as possible. We are going to make a 1-inch wide strip out of this pop bottle that should give us enough material to make 2 face shields. So $2 and 1 empty Pepsi bottle, and you can be just a little bit safer out there. I want to see this become the new fashion statement for 2020. Everybody should have one. And we're almost there, getting to the end. I'm sure there's better ways of cutting this pop bottle. I've heard there's people in Africa making ropes out of these things. Look it up on Google and see if you can find a fast, quick way of making millions of these. And that's about near the end of the journey here. We now have a very long band of plastic. We're going to take this and cut it to 27 inches long. I'm going to make this one 28 inches. And this is so easy to do, folks. It's really simple. Be careful you don't cut your finger off. Use a very sharp razor blade. A fresh blade works. We're going to cut some slots. Rule of using the knife: blade is always towards your chum, not your thumb. I'm going to move this plastic out of the way. You won't be able to see it as well, but I should be able to do a little better on the wooden cutting board. You don't want to go right to the edge. You only need about 1/4 to a 1/2 inch of the slot. If you get too close to the edge, they do tend to break and snap. You can experiment. It might take you a couple of tries to get it. So now, as you see, we have a big pile of slots. On the other end, we're going to cut some hooks to go into that slot. So we're going to make a V shape, maybe 2. As you can see, I'm not being very precise or accurate where the slots and V's go. Just get them in there. That should be enough for this demonstration. So we're now going to pop those little V's out, and if they don't come out, we might have to slice them again. So they now pop out. We can now take this, wrap it around our head. We'll do it this way. And you line up the little V's with the little slots. And we're just going to poke those little slots through, those little V shapes, through the little slot. It's a little tricky to get it started. I'm trying to hurry, and that's slowing me down. Take your time. There we go. And we now have a headband that fits fairly securely on my head. We're then going to take our transparency sheet. Again, as I said, they're $1. Doesn't matter what brand or material. And we are going to cut a few slots. Six slices, 3 slots. I'm going to make this one a little bigger. To make it easier and safer, I'm going to suggest that you take your razor knife and trim off some of these little sharp edges. I'm not going to do that here. That's an easy task. I have one that I've already made, and I am going to weave my headband through the slots. I made a little mark here where I think I need to be to fit my little head. And there we have a protective face shield. I don't know if you can see it. It's almost invisible. You have to be pretty close to someone to see that they even have one on. It's not ugly. This should be the new fashion statement for 2020. I want to see everybody wearing these the next time I go out in public, which may be a while. Now, if you have glasses like I do, you might find that it's a little bit too close to your forehead. So you can get a little more spacing to clear your nose, your glasses. And your protective mask that you're wearing underneath your face shield. Again, everybody should be wearing a mask if you're in public. Please help stop the spread. So I've now enlarged, oops. Try that one more time. I've now enlarged it, and I can now take a rolled up towel. And a little bit of fiddling. Might not have measured exactly correctly. And now I have some clearance for my glasses and my face mask, and I am ready to go out in public and get my groceries, go to the bank, go get some gas, go to the beer store, wherever you've got to go. Don't go to the